Seth, the fans need this.
Is the mic on?
The mic is on. We're rolling. Seth, do it
Sweet.
for the fans. Do it for the fans.
Will do. All right, guys. We got an apology to make. It's been a while.
For like the third, is this our third apology in 5 videos?
No, we got an apology to make. I don't know, bro. We got an apology to make though. Spring break happened. We didn't record an extra pod for you.
Or even like a regular one.
No, or a regular one. Ryan left early. It's on him. Dan locked the room.
Yeah, Austin left early.
Austin left early.
It's kind of a Seth defend for himself, but
I don't even live in this building.
that's
So
real. But anyways,
yeah. Anyways, so welcome back to Gettin Electric with Ryan and Seth. This is Ryan.
and I'm Seth,
Dude.
and this is Getting Electric with Ryan and Seth.
Dude. Dude. Dude.
Don't know what happened with that one, but
Anyways.
are we done?
Hey, yeah, we're good.
Hit him with a little bit, just a tag at the end. Wow.
Anyways.
Oh.
All right.
We're going rogue. We're going rogue.
So we got a guest today. I can hear this thing picking up. Can you hear it?
No.
We got a guest today. Alright, I got it. He stands at an astonishing, appalling, massive 5'9",
Oh.
5'10", 5'11", 6 foot.
Not.
He can dunk on your dad.
No, we can't.
He loves Jesus, and he's a huge Gatorade guy. Big Gatorade guy. Big chip dip guy.
Touch on
Big
Baylor.
Ruffles guy. And Sick'em Bears. This is Austin Ullman. Oh. There we go.
Wow. That was.
Hey, sorry if that was too loud.
That was yeah. The audio definitely.
Did you turn the TV off? Okay, we're good.
Big snack guy.
Yeah.
So Austin, I just gotta ask, how does it feel to be a bro came with snacks? How does it feel to be officially a guest on the podcast?
This is the third time I've been on the camera. The first time I just walked in my room.
That's right.
Hey, look at the microphone. Lean forward.
The second time, you guys just let me in for the last 5 seconds, which was really nice. I appreciated that, but I'm finally on as a guest. You guys couldn't find anybody else, so.
I mean,
No, we didn't pick anybody out.
we actually reserved this time for you. We wanted you on. It's not that we couldn't find people, but we think we've got a good show in store, and a lot of the viewers at home they might not know this, but
I do apologize for leaving early.
oh, that's
for
all right.
break.
That's fine. You went to watch Baylor before they lost early in the tournament. Which,
Yep.
speaking of, what I was gonna say,
travels well.
we got the basketball game on behind the camera, so if we look distracted or out of it, that's why. But anyways,
I'll take Crier, baby.
I don't think they heard that.
My bad. Go ahead, Brian.
What? I just want to add one thing, too.
Why are your hands wet?
This just turned into a mukbang or whatever.
How, bro?
Dude, I dare you, take a chip, bro, and crunch it right in the mic, bro.
I just want to say, 6 weeks ago, I didn't think we'd be here.
Me neither, bro.
It started with, a late night idea. And, I mean, this thing has taken off. We have our first meet and greet next week.
Oh, really?
We just announced we're going on tour next year.
wow.
Just like, dude, perfect.
Coming to your favorite city, or the one you live in.
Do we have a city release date?
All the cities in Iowa.
It's a city near you.
Oh.
We're going to Waterloo first, and we're coming back to Cedar Falls.
We're going to Waterloo and then Fort Dodge.
And if we might not make it back.
If we make it out, we'll be in Cedar Falls.
Goodness gracious.
Wow.
I'm not even sure we'll make it back from Waterloo, truthfully. But
Dude, there's a house that just blew up in Waterloo.
And we just dropped our new merch. As of tonight at midnight.
really?
Yep.
How come? Did you approve on that, or was I the one that?
Not sponsored.
This thing has... This has blown up. It's crazy to see. I mean, you guys are obviously two of my acquaintances, and...
Tough.
I thought we were like your clients.
What about friend?
Yeah. What the heck?
And here we are.
I don't stare at the camera, I stare at the mic. It's the podcast, guys.
It's a pretty unique trait, Seth. It's a pretty unique trait.
It's a podcast, Ryan.
That's a.
Alright, we gotta get something to talk about.
All right. What do you want to talk about?
Anything. Oh. I have a question that's really been on my mind lately.
Oh.
It's really been on my mind lately.
Gosh.
So when, and you can respond to this in the comments, we'll talk about it, but I want to know what you guys have to say. So you have a pair of tennis shoes.
Oh.
Right. So we're not talking about like whatever else you guys wear these days. I wear those moccasins, if you know who I am, and
Weird.
and I also wear tennis shoes, running shoes. So in the way of running shoes, when do you buy a new pair of running shoes or like athletic shoes, whatever?
Well, over the last... I don't get running shoes. Most of my years on this earth, I've been a black shoes guy.
Really?
And it wasn't until like my junior year of high school I really just started... I mean...
You got a girlfriend.
True. No, I got bullied. Was what it was.
Do you want to talk about that off camera, or are you comfortable with?
No, we can talk about it here. There was one specific time I was wearing my basketball travel suit and it was all black and I had black shoes on. And somebody made a comment.
You guys traveled in suits in high school? That's awesome.
That's pretty
Like a travel suit.
pretty legit.
So it's like joggers and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Like team. Anyway, so yeah. After that I was like, okay, I guess everybody does white shoes. And so since then I've had white shoes. When do I get new white shoes? It's when they aren't white anymore.
I have noticed like your wardrobe seems entirely just white shoes.
Yeah.
Truthfully, so
Right over there.
that does make a lot of sense.
Plus some Baylor shoes in there.
Of course, can't forget the Sick'em Bears.
What about you, Ryan?
I see. For me, it's I kind of back when I used to run. Sorry.
You're still ranting.
Back in the day.
He's still on that rant.
I would
Hey,
probably.
running is not canceled.
Bro, I got that during COVID.
If you know, you know.
They're referring to a shirt I have that says "Running is not canceled," and I got it when I ran a half marathon
Also,
during COVID.
Ryan is so excited for soccer season.
Again,
If
like
you know, you know.
I haven't played soccer for like 2 years, but I don't even. Like something. All right, I'm gonna answer your question. I used to buy running shoes like once every year just because I ran so frequently, but now I just kind of buy them like if they're on sale, or if my mom decides to bless me with a new pair of shoes. Because running shoes are expensive. But fun fact about me is like I played soccer my entire life. Like that was like my sport. But like I never watched it. And that's probably why I never got better.
Does Grandma Clarice ever get you with some running shoes?
Grandma Clarice, bro, she would provide the funds. But I don't know if she'd be able to, get out and pick them. But pick them out. But shout out Clarice.
Pick 'em.
But
Wasn't she just out at the Twins game last year?
So what was the final verdict? What did you say? Like, give me just a number.
kind of when they're on sale.
Oh, on sale.
Or, what do you mean a number?
Never mind. That works. On sale's a number.
What do you mean a number?
They're not a number.
What about you?
Good question.
Thank you. Actually, it was a good question by you, so you're just saying that to yourself.
All right. When do I get new shoes? Okay, if we look at the state of my shoes right now, The laces are ripping out a little bit. There's a hole in the side. There's a lot of holes that are about to be in the sides. And the tread's completely worn down. And honestly, like, I have to be, like, probably, like, 100 miles past that point to get new shoes. Or it has to be, like, my birthday so I can ask for one so I don't have to pay for them.
That's a good shout. That's what
So,
I like that.
But if we're being honest, that led to shin splints, like, sometimes. Because I'm also a runner. Or I guess I'm a ranter. That's what they call them these days. Running's not canceled.
But you know what is canceled? Apparently, like, LeBron James or Stephen A.
Protesting? Just kidding. My bad.
if you know, you know.
Only 3 of us know, bro. But, no, like, actually, did you see, like, the Stephen A. LeBron James kind of drama? I know a lot. There's probably half of the people understand what we're talking about, but
So,
I just think it's interesting.
Let's have Austin give a rundown of it.
Austin,
I'm not the best at
summary
giving.
and breakdown.
So it starts with the incident at the game where they were talking about it, right? Because LeBron felt Stephen A. was talking about his son in...
Hey,
That's where you lose me.
Yeah.
let me tell you something.
Can I tell you something?
Let the man talk.
Oh, where's he going?
In front of the camera.
Oh my! What?
Just keep going. Just focus up.
Okay.
Focus up. Seth's MIA.
Really hard to focus. You might be damaging my property right now, but anyway. Media members. So I'm a huge golf fan. There's been some big time conflict in golf right now. Media members have a job, just like professional athletes do. What's the job of a professional athlete? Go out and perform.
That's right.
What's the job of a media member? Talk about challenging things, ask challenging questions, right?
Yeah. No, I would agree.
If a media member believes that a team drafted somebody for a purpose other than them being a good fit for their program, that media member should probably address that on their show, should they not?
No, I'd agree with that.
Hey, can I say something?
I mean, yeah.
This is what LeBron James would do to Stephen A., all right?
Gosh, I hope they can see that, bro.
See that? That's LeBron James. And that's Stephen A. on the ground, except that's one hit, all right? Not even breaking a sweat, all right? King James, baby.
Now, Seth, you do bring up a great point considering, James,
Okay.
he's an athlete.
Hey, he's the GOAT. He's the GOAT.
Can anybody disagree with what I said, though?
No, I can't. I will.
Stephen A. has every right to talk about... Oh, shoot!
Can we agree with the fact that there's a lot going on right now?
My room. Oh.
Dude, stop, bro. We can't get kicked out, bro. What is going on?
Well, that was unfortunate.
That was unfortunate.
Okay.
Sorry. Do we want to address Seth's point or just keep going on?
You follow? No, I think we're good there. You follow? Stephen A's a clown, but he's a clown. We can all agree with that.
Oh yeah, some of the things he said.
In many ways, I'm siding with him on this one.
I think it's
Now, as it's gone later on,
I've said my part.
Stephen A. When he's like, I didn't want to address this, is so stupid. Obviously, he wants this entire thing to keep going for as long as it can.
Yeah,
This is great for his business.
Yeah.
But also, Stephen A. doesn't need LeBron. Stephen A. There was just a thing that came out. The dude is 4th in these polling things to be the Democratic nominee for president in 2020.
What?
I absolutely swear this
You're
came
lying.
out. No, I'm not. Look it
Stephen
up.
A?
This came out a month
Stephen
ago.
A.
Yes.
Smith?
Yes.
4th.
Yes.
Oh wow.
And so
That's
it's not like it's not like a.
he does not. He does have.
I need to reword. It wasn't polling. It was people are talking about it, and he's been on political shows and whatnot. So he doesn't need LeBron, and so for him to say things like that is dumb. But LeBron on the McAfee show, I thought was funny, but I think the whole thing, I think it's dumb. I think athletes need to realize that these guys need something to talk about. That's their job.
Yeah.
And by the way, if it
And when
wasn't
you're
their
gonna
job,
go talk to him in the middle of building, I expect to get talked about.
Yeah. And, like, the media is good. Like, there's a certain golf podcast that really got me into golf. Without that podcast, I probably wouldn't watch golf. Like, those things are good
Dude,
for
you
sports,
would be
too.
better off.
What do you think our podcast is helping get people into?
Hey, look at the mic, bro.
I think
My bad.
just life.
Interesting. Okay, now back to the Steve Nash thing. I kind of agree with what you're saying, and like I get LeBron James is Bronny's father, but I feel like you almost like forfeit that role when he becomes your he's a player with you. Like you guys are teammates. You're not father son.
And LeBron's always said dumb things like I don't want him to like people to know him as my son.
Yeah.
You named him after you.
LeBron James Jr. Yeah. Pretty tough one. And I don't know. I don't think Bronny's like horrible. Like he's definitely like, but definitely an interesting. Yeah.
He's putting up some numbies in the G League right now.
In the G League, I think he's got potential to, maybe be a bench player.
Didn't he drop 17 the other night? In like the NBA.
Yeah, but they still like lost.
That might have been garbage time.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just super interesting. You get like the face of the NBA and then kind of like the face of the media, like clashing. I don't think I.
And again, I understand like it's hard on Bronny,
Seth has
obviously. Like I wouldn't wish that on people, but like
lock the door?
he's pretty well off too.
Should I lock the door? We're gonna lock Seth out because he left. So if you leave in the middle of a recording to like wash your hands or something,
That's
the punishment. But no, super interesting, and I just kind of wanted to, I don't know, pick your brain on that one.
Yep.
But
by the way, if this video gets to 50 likes, Seth will buzz his head again.
Ooh, 50 likes. I don't even think we've gotten 25. So that's gonna be a tough goal. But I mean, if you guys do that, we'll buzz it live on camera. Live next podcast. 50 likes. We'll just talk while somebody's shaving his head in the background. So that's a pretty good incentive. But super interesting topic, and I find it fitting considering we have basketball going on right behind. But spring is March is almost over. Spring's rapidly approaching, and I've heard some talk of like tulip time. I don't even know what the heck that is. Apparently, how like there's not a lot in Iowa.
Yeah.
So like apparently that's something big. I personally have never taken it. And then there's something called like Tulip Festival. Like what the heck? For the viewers, overseas, the Australia, Puerto Rico, like can you kind of fill them in on like this Iowa staple, this Iowa classic, this dare I say Iowa tradition?
Well, I'm not necessarily the most qualified to talk about this. I mean, our Tulip Time reporter, Ashley, will be on the podcast at some point in the future. I'm from Orange City. We celebrate he's now figured out that he's locked out. We celebrate Tulip Festival, but it's a 3-day festival where you wear wooden shoes and Dutch costumes, and there's tulips and
wooden shoes. And
for ours, I can't speak. I've never actually been to Tulip Time, but there's 2 parades a day. There's
for how long?
A bunch of food stands, floats.
Wow.
There's one at 2 and one at 5, I think.
Wow.
But
in Orange City?
My personal favorite part is everyone's downtown. The golf course opens up, and I get after it.
So you go play golf while everyone else is distracted.
And then at night, I go and get some. There's some really good food.
Really? I've heard you're quite the food critique. You like your food.
Oh, I love food.
What's probably your favorite restaurant in Iowa?
Culver's.
Interesting. What's like your go-to meal?
At Culver's?
Yeah.
It's
and then we'll let Seth back in.
It's a double bacon cheeseburger with 2 buffalo chicken tenders, and then I have ranch and Ken's Boom Boom sauce with it.
Can't say I've ever had Ken's Boom Boom sauce. All right, we're letting Seth back in. That's interesting. I heard for a while Culver's, they have like a walleye sandwich or something.
Bro, I had to pee so bad.
What are your thoughts on Tulip Festival and Tulip Time?
Oh, dude. Great poll. All right.
We can give him some talking time.
So, First of all, these two bozos didn't let me in. Tulip time. Pella, Iowa. I'm actually, personally, I'm more of a, I'm more of a Tulip Festival kind of guy, up in Orange City. I think Tulip time, honestly, is pretty overrated. But I don't think it's overrated because of what it is, because I think what it is pretty good in and of itself, but it's hyped up by some people, some listeners of this podcast, in fact.
We've said names.
Ashley Udermark, so that Ashley Udermark, to the point that it becomes like such a big deal that when people go, I mean, I'm never gonna go, but when people go, they're like, what? Like, this is what?
Can you say Ashley's last name?
This is what I drove to Pella for. Udermark. That sounds like Tulip time, doesn't it?
Say it?
Yeah, Udermark. Udermark, my bad.
I think it's just Udemark.
I've always said Udermark.
Oh, it's Udemark. I don't even
Udemark.
I think it's
That's what I thought.
Udemarket. Ha 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 ha. Udemarket. Anyways,
Now we definitely have to bring on Ashley.
you can't hear any of these guys right now.
When you're done with that, can I get just a quick second?
Ryan wants the mic.
Also, tell them about the deal we made.
Oh. First of all, I just want to say, like, Ashley, if you like Tulip time, that's awesome, and we're not trying to discredit that. I personally can't have a say on any of them because I've never been. So if you think it's fun, if you think it's awesome, that's great. You know, these two both. This guy plays golf during Tulip Festival, so can he really talk in it? I would say no. So Tulip time, yeah, I think, you know, there's not really that much that happens in Iowa, so make the most of what does. So I'm sorry if you know, what Seth said was hurtful. But also, because of what Seth said, this is my personal decree that we're going to have you on sometime.
And if we said your last name wrong, or if he said your last name wrong, we apologize.
Hey, everyone, this is the question/comment of the day. Comment Udemark, or however it's spelled, or however you think it's spelled, and say Udemark da goat. Da goat. Also, so Seth, holy crap. We're watching Purdue Houston. Oh my God. We're having
You said that wrong.
horrible pronunciations. We're watching the game right now. Tied up, 2 seconds left. Also, Seth, so I'm gonna set the mic back up here. And we're gonna talk about the deal that we made. So if this video gets 50 likes, we're gonna buzz your hair live on camera next podcast.
50?
Or whenever it hits 50. Because it's gonna hit 50. But
Are you down?
are you down?
Does it ever hit 50?
No, I don't think it's hit 20.
No.
I think it's hit maybe 26. I said hasn't hit half, but I think it hit 26 one time. Which is
I'm down. I'm down.
so let's make it happen.
I'm up.
Tell your friends.
Guys. Tell you, yeah, good point.
What does Fort Dodge do for like a festival? Do they?
So Fort Dodge does a thing called, oh shoot, I gotta remember to not put my hands above my head.
Black shirt.
I gotta,
should be good.
yeah, black shirt. I gotta remember to not put my hands above my head.
How many potato chips?
What is Fort Dodge? Yeah, so, yeah, sorry.
If you don't have one, it's okay.
That was a
Just
Steven.
say I don't know.
I don't think we really do anything. There's not really much that happens in Fort Dodge besides crime. So.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah,
I've been there before. I've been to the Applebee's there.
Fun fact: I know someone who, at that Applebee's, one of my professors. I probably shouldn't say this, but I know someone.
You don't have to say it.
No, listen to this. This
No
is
one
crazy.
else is talking.
First date, like proposed, not with a diamond, but was like, we should get married. First date, like ever.
Wow.
And they ended up getting married.
Wow.
Like first date
Hey, we don't talk
at
about
that
that on this podcast.
Applebee's. Is that crazy?
That's
What, they didn't get married?
crazy.
Yes.
Austin, I can tell you don't think this is that crazy.
No, I'm dead serious.
Like, dude, no. Like, it's nuts because like literally first time kind of like
It's like against the rules,
Like at
dude.
I'm saying like a lot.
Was
But
that
he
the
was like,
beginning
you know
of the
what?
was it like towards the end or?
So I actually asked him about it one time, and he was like, apparently she had said, like, she was gonna be like a doctor. Like, she said, I'm not gonna get married. I'm not gonna do this. But she was like, you know what? Like, she made like a promise with like God, and she was like, if someone ever asks me like out of the blue, like, I'll say yes. That's what I allegedly. Allegedly.
Okay.
Fiesta lime chicken is
I'm
what they
just-
had. Fiesta lime chicken. It was like a two,
Goodness,
the 2
dude.
for 20.
Here,
deal.
hey, Usain!
How can you make a promise with God? God makes the promises.
Yeah,
bro.
I didn't question
What
it,
do you
but
do? Pinky promise, God.
I mean, I think they have a pretty good marriage. So, but I just
Okay.
think that's the coolest thing, most unique thing that's happened in Fort Dodge besides crime.
Yeah.
Besides crime,
Yeah.
which is bad. I'm not making fun of that. It's a problem. It's really not that bad. I say crime.
Milos Usain just inbounded the ball to Joseph Tugler. He threw it back, and Milos Usain just got a buzzer beater. There's gonna be about a second left. Wow, this is March.
This is madness.
That's just like not good defense.
One might say this is March Madness.
Matt Painter cannot be happy with that.
No. Now, Jim, here's a guy who just.
It's not even Jim, bro. It'd be Mike Tirico.
My bad. I was
Are we gonna wrap this up?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Unfortunately,
We are wrapping this up right now. All right. So this is Getting Electric. This is Getting Electric with. This is Getting Electric with Ryan and Seth. If you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go? Leave a comment. Where would you go? It means you're a real one if you listen to this. Yeah. All right. I'm Seth. This is Ryan, and this is Getting Electric. See you guys later. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba.